I took over the leadership of the cancer program at the HSCI about a year and a half ago with Ramesh Shivdasani. And our focus has been to determine which pathways that are important in normal stem cells that are also important for the development of cancer. And then to take that a step further, are there opportunities to identify pathways that are active in cancer that are supporting the self-renewal properties that are inherent in cancers that are not necessary in normal stem cells?
One very exciting initiative that Dr. Armstrong and I began last year was a pilot funding project where we endeavored to bring together individuals who were studying stem cells in assorted types of cancer and get them to see what each other was doing and try to build collaborative grants that would allow new avenues of research to be explored. What's especially exciting about that is that we did succeed in identifying a group of individuals who might not otherwise have come together without this opportunity and who are beginning to explore new areas in stem cell biology that will bear fruit, we are almost certain, in the next few years. This particular effort came on the heels of a stimulus package grant that many investigators, including Dr. Armstrong and myself, initiated the preceding year, in which we competed effectively for a large funding package from the federal government for visionary science that was likely to have a high impact in the short term. The beginning of publications from these collaborative projects in the last year has been an especially gratifying outcome for the kind of research that we hope will allow us to take the benefits of stem cell research into the clinic in the foreseeable future.
The goal from the beginning has been, and this is an example of this with the pilot grants, to support both relatively new and young investigators and more senior investigators, because both have something important to bring to the table. And with the rapidity of technological development these days, it's often, almost always actually, the young investigators who are bringing the new technology to the program. So that's really helps the program, and in the program giving them support helps the young investigators, so that works out well and is helpful on both sides. And then the senior investigators often have perspective that the younger investigators don't, and so they can bring that perspective to the program. So we've certainly funded all across the age and experience spectrum purposefully, because we think that each of those individuals bring something a little different to the thought process.
I think one of the most valuable aspects of the Harvard Stem Cell Institute, at least with respect to the cancer program, is the ability to become part of a community in which investigators are approaching similar problems from very different and unique perspectives. Very often, it happens in science that we fall into silos. We get used to it, we get comfortable with a particular way of thinking about a problem or thinking about the possible solutions to a problem. What the Harvard Stem Cell Institute has done, certainly for me, and I know for many of my colleagues, is expose us to a much wider variety of investigators who are approaching similar problems from remarkably different perspectives. And the ability to bring our ideas together, to share technologies and to share the vision for where stem cell biology is likely to lead has been a very rewarding and gratifying aspect of membership in the Harvard stem cell community.